Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC24 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Finger points to the sky for episode number 249 today. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing all right. Thank you very much for asking. Appreciate it. Now, if you feel like it, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Grab yourself a snack or a coffee or something, and we'll get through this episode together. If you do enjoy it, hit me with a thumbs up. That'd be brilliant. And of course, subscribe as well to my channel if you're new. So, as you will have seen at the very end of last episode, I rebuilt the squad in a I made a couple of changes, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Rolfo's back in. I've gone and bought Patry. She's coming into the squad with her TOTS Plus item. Looking forward to seeing what that's all about in some Weekend League gameplay today. But we might as well start off with 10 player picks because, hey, I love doing them. And we've submitted so many 88s and 89s into exchanges to get golds back that I'm basically doing it so that we can get as many player picks done as possible. By the time you're watching this, I know we'll probably have new player picks for the week or packs or whatever. But of course, once again, please bear in mind that I am ahead on scheduled content at the moment. I end up taking an 87 rated Ousmane Dembele there instead of the Kvaratskhelia because I just figure at some point, surely Ousmane gets an Evo that I can put him into that makes him as good as his tots. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So I'm going to keep him until that time. And let's go into champs, of which I match up against a 5 at the back sweaty team with some really crazy reds as well, actually. And he did stick with the 5 at the back all game. I couldn't see it changing, to be honest. I didn't think any of those centre-backs would be ideal playing as a CDM or anything. I did go 1-0 up, though. It took until the 56th minute for me to then have a chance at conceding because I sloppily gave away a penalty. Luckily, I did not get sent off, though, so that's good. And Vidic steps up for my opponent and scores. I went bottom left, he went top left. What can I do? Apart from bring on super sub Maria Ramirez from Chelsea Women, who can red time dink that one over the goalie to put me back to 2-1. But Zaire Emery, that guy, knocks a lovely ball through to Rivaldo. I saved the first effort, but it did literally just drop back to him. So what can I do? And then I don't read the run of Cafu here. He keeps running. He goes for the shot. The rebound deflects straight into the back of the net. And here we sit with an unhappy, sad Lasty after game 1 of Foot Champs, where I lose 3-2 to a 5 at the back deflected goal towards the end. Oh, dear. It is, as they say, what it is. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. All right. Into the next one. Look at that for a team. I was like, all right, okay. This weekend not going to be fun, is it? And these games were played on Saturday. So, yeah, this was a little earlier than I normally play my weekend league. I've been playing a few games on Sunday, quite a lot on Monday, and some on Tuesdays, really, since the TOTS stuff come out. So I was expecting some tougher games. Typically, the earlier you play the weekend league, I found it to be the more difficult. We had a great run last week, and we went 11-4. So to lose game number 1, although I think we lost game 1 last week, didn't we? And then we ended up going like 8-2 after the first 10. So yeah, maybe losing game 1's not a bad thing, especially when you then win the next one 3-0. Maybe my form is at a nice low point, and they're like, all right, we'll give him an easy game. So 1-1. Next opponent has Mia Hamm. Red Kane is a nice one, and that 94 Xavi Simons as well. Yeah, I'm not jealous at all of the Kane. Nah, not one single bit. I wish I'd have got Kane. He's like the perfect striker for me. I've loved all of his cards this year. All of his special cards have literally been in my team, I'm pretty sure. So 2-0 down after 5 minutes, I was like, yeah, I genuinely could hardly get anywhere near the ball. Go and touch grass, mate. No, I'm joking. One thing I wondered was, how did this guy have red Patry already? Potentially. Oh, maybe he'd already done the that newest player pick. That's an absolute waste of red picks or red players. The one that you put 11 red players in. Really could have done, perhaps, or saved rivals rewards maybe until La Liga came out. And then they could have got him in a red player pick from that. They're the only two real options, I'm pretty sure. But we go 3-0 against this guy. So I've either lost a game, won 3-0 and got an early quit, then lost the game, then won 3-0 and got an early quit. So a real mixed bag so far in the weekend league. It's either a super tough game or a really, really easy one. So let's see what this one throws up for us. This is another 5-back, but I'm pretty sure it changed to a 4-3-2-1 because Alaba can certainly play as a DM. And I was 1-0 down after 2 minutes. And hey, make it 2-0 after 5 minutes. Team of the year Messi. This guy obviously being part of the 0.7%. Scoring twice against me, and I'm like, okay, I'm down and out here, aren't I? So I figured I'd probably end up quitting. However, a little bit more resilience from me was had in this game. Got it back to 2-2 after 17 minutes on the dot. I'm going to have a sip of water. It's not water. It's blackcurrant. It's lovely. Apple and blackcurrant, one of my favourites. And then in the 45th minute cheese time, I actually ended up turning this game around. So I was 3-2 up. Second half, though, a different beast came out for my opponent. He ended up getting the goal back. Then a few moments later, getting through again. I was just, when I watched these back, I was being so rash with my defending. I really should have just, like, taken it easy. Yeah, I'm a bad defender, and I get so, like, blinkered when I'm playing. Obviously, I would defend better if I knew how to. I just defend how I feel like I know how to defend. That's about it. Sorry, I'm really trying to clear my throat so I sound more of a human and more like me rather than a croaky version. But, as you can see here, on the 80th minute, I actually ended up equalising. I got it back from 5-3 to 5-5, and then the last kick of the game, Jadon Sancho, super sub, ends up just tapping that one past the goalkeeper. And I could just tell, with the way my opponent didn't kick off there straight away, I could just tell he was so demoralised. But hey, we lost our very first game right at the end, and we've ended up winning this game right at the end as well. So yeah, I feel like I got a little bit of karma eventually. So with that, we've completed some objectives. Got myself up to level 32. We get a few little packs here because there's the La Liga Champions bonus as well as the Champions. Well, TOTS Champions bonus, where I'm working my way through that as well. Seems like there's loads of packs and stuff up for grabs this weekend. I'm sure a lot of you, obviously now that Champs is finished today, I'm sure a lot of you will have got your Reds Fakirs. I don't think I'm going to be able to get up to 13 wins. It will be a real struggle. So it's a little bit of a shame, but he does look like a top tier item. So I don't mind it being gate kept at like 13 wins. And the majority of us won't be able to get there. But GG to you if you did stretch that little bit extra than your 11 wins normally to get yourself a good red card. Because yeah, I reckon I'm gonna match up against that Fekir going forwards and think, oh, this is horrible. He's so good. It looks like a quality item, and yeah, who knows? I mean, it's not done. I've not got him yet. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get him, but I'm gonna have to go some, aren't I? So. A change has made to my team right now. I was like, you know what? Aubameyang's not doing anything. Like, literally nothing. And I keep bringing on Ramirez at half-time, and she does so much more. So I'm going to bring her into the starting 11. I realised if I just get a Colombian manager with the Women's Premier League, which I've already got from last time I used her, I stay at the same 31 chem with Havertz and Salah on 2 chem each. The rest of the players on full. So a straight swap, really. Manager and striker change so that we can get Ramirez into the team. Yeah, something about this Aubameyang. He's not doing anything. It's weird. Next opponent's got a hell of a team. Real nice squad. Featuring some absolute beasts, of course. Lacazette. And he was Evo in the Rashford. I know that the Rashford will end up going to like a 93, won't he? People have been Evoing him, and of course, that Gonzalo Guedes is one of those players, man. Oh, I really dislike playing that card. He's so very good. To those of you that did the 200k Evo on Guedes, yeah, you've got a bit of a worldie of a player there. Those stats are no joke. He's a complete and utter beast. So I'm 2-1 up here, make it 3-1. Toby Alderweireld scores one of those cheeky back post headers. And then I can nab the ball off my opponent here with a little chip shot from Mo Salah, who I'd literally, just before that goal kick was taken because I'd missed a chip shot. So I don't know what it was about me that decided that another chip shot was a good idea. But it worked that time, so maybe I just about figured it out, and that got me the victory. So, yeah, we are up to 4-2, I believe. Next opponent. Zaire Emery again. Guedes again. Some really nice reds, actually, in this guy's team. Just genuinely nice players. And was he a good player? Yeah, of course. He really knew how to use this Gonzalo Guedes. Crazy player on this game, man. Royce seems pretty solid too, you know. But as you can see, we're 2-0 down. I wasn't really getting much of the ball. I'd had 40% possession. I decided to quit that one, so that makes it 4-3. How are we going to do in our first 10 games here? Are we going to make it up to is it going to be 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins, or 7 wins? I doubt it's going to be towards the end. It's definitely going to be worse than what we had in the first 10 games of last week, though, for sure. So I'm 1-0 down already. I've conceded, but I've run straight off of kickoff, like I have done a couple of times actually this weekend. A lot of people are misreading my RB dribbling, which I'll certainly take. So I got the equaliser with Kaká, and then I didn't realise that goal went in until the cutscene happened. I thought the goalie had saved that one wide, saved it wide from Mario Ramirez, but we went 2-1 up. We went 3-1 up there with a little finesse shot from Havertz, and after I'd had another shot and was applying loads of pressure, my opponent had enough, and they left. So that makes it 5 wins. All right, worst case, we go 5-5 in the first 10, and it's a slightly more difficult second half of the weekend league to get 11. Now this guy got red Wirtz and red Grimaldo last week. That is insane. That's some crazy red luck. Or not last week, the week before. Yeah, so I was expecting them to be good. This Grimaldo, by the way, he's such a cheat. He's so fast. He's so good everywhere. I'm just like, I can't handle him. And he definitely was my opponent's best player. And it's not the first time I've come up against Wirtz this weekend. Or Grimaldo, I think. But yeah, they're both insane. They're both so good at dribbling. Really fast players. So I was 2-1 down here. End up getting a penalty and getting it back to 2-2. Nice. Can we end up getting a cheeky win against this very solid opponent? Or Salah ends up making it through. Makes it 3-2 to Lasty on 60 minutes. And then Havertz whips one in. And the super sub, Jadon Sancho, scored a green time header. Who did he just rise higher than there to get that in? I don't know. But then Salah ends up getting the first touch plus really made that one. And I end up going 5-2 up, getting the rage quit, getting the win. And that's 6 wins. And I'm like, yes, okay. So the second half of the weekend league has to be easier. Or I have less to do in the second half of the weekend league if I want to get my 11 wins now. If I want to get 13 wins, I need to win this one for the second half of it to be easier. And he had Guedes and all sorts of good players again, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. I was 1-0 down quite early on. Eusebio then knocks it through to this man. Why did I not do the Evos for that card? I had him in the club. Oh, I'm an idiot. But anyway, it makes it 3-0. I'm going to lose this one. I'm going to quit this one. So I'm 6-4 after the first 10. That's fairly all right for me. That's pretty average. It's going to be a mission. I have to go 7-3 in order to get, 7-3 in order to get the 13 wins. I don't think it's going to happen. And then I got an 83 times 20. I didn't even get a blue from it. And then he got Modric and Kobel, and I was like, no, man. I think an expletive came out at that point as well after opening that pack. I was distraught after not packing a blue. Sag. Big Sag. Anyway, loads of duplicates. They can go into Team of the Week player picks, or a Team of the Week player pick, and then I'll save the other one for another time. I can't remember what I do here. 88 rated Hummels, there we go. And then maybe I do get another player pick done. Do I? Yeah, I do. For the rest of that stuff there. So end up taking 88 rated Del Castillo. I do, of course, have a Tots red version of him as well. But we have reached the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed, I'm 6-4 right now. Got 10 games of sweat to go before I get my reds. If you've enjoyed today, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Cheers, and follow me on socials. The links are down below. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.